Hi there, Deb Hoffmann, Guinness World Record holder of the largest Winnie the Pooh collection in the world. I'm so excited about our first episode of Never Enough Pooh. Since I've had the honor of being in the Guinness book since 2008, I've had Pooh collectors around the world say, Deb, would you share your collection with us? And so finally I've decided, let's do it. So what I'd like to do in each episode of Never Enough Pooh is bring to you things that I collect. I want to share with you some of the vintage items, some of the newer Pooh items. A lot of the items that I have kind of a fun backstory, and people shake their head and they say, oh my God, you're a nutcase, because to do something like that to find a Pooh item, boy, that's absolutely wild. So I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear which items you'd like me to feature. Do you have questions? Share your collection. Do you have any fun stories that I can share with everybody? So anyway, so let's talk about our first items today. Let's start with my very first Pooh item, which is this Winnie the Pooh. And many of you are probably going to say, that's a Winnie the Pooh? Well, when I was 2 years old, my father gave this Pooh to me, and I loved him so much. He went everywhere with me. He got lost, he was found, he was dragged around. My great-grandma used to call him a dog, and I'd say, Grandma, it's not a dog, it's a bear. So he went everywhere with me. And so he was so well loved that this is actually not the original fur of the stuffed animal. My mom actually made a Pooh suit for him. So the real Pooh is actually inside this fur, which also probably needs a Pooh suit. So I'm thinking that this is actually what this Winnie the Pooh looked like. And so we're pretty sure that this is the Pooh that he was modeled after. You can see he has metal eyes. Believe it or not, that nose is the same nose as that. And so this is item number 1, and this is my item 10,561. So quite a difference, but we're pretty sure that that's actually what my first Winnie the Pooh looked like. So he, for me, is definitely one of my vintage items. One of my newer items has a fabulous story behind it. And it's this collection of wooden figurines, and the tree is actually a music box, and it actually came from China. And so it's only sold over in China. So people are probably wondering, well, how did you get it, Deb? It was actually an item that was sold at 7-Eleven. And 7-Eleven in China is a little bit different than 7-Eleven over here. In the United States, it's more of a convenience store, a gas station. But over in China, it's more of a store, of a little bit larger store. And this item is kind of interesting. It was a promotion item or a premium item. And so what would happen is when people in China would go to 7-Eleven and make purchases, they would earn points. And then you could collect each one of the figurines and then the tree by redeeming your points. So these items are made out of wood, and they're actually items number 1,988 through 16,000 in my collection. And the great story is that I contacted, and many times I will contact businesses that sell items in a different country, and I ask, I beg, I grovel, I'd love to buy them, can you send it to me, I'll pay for the postage, and most businesses say, well, they can't help me out. Well, in this situation, I called 7-Eleven pretty much expecting to have the same story. And one of the gentlemen who manages one of the franchises in the area said, you know what? I'm going to make this happen for you. And so he actually contacted somebody over in China that was going to be coming over for a business meeting. And it was a couple of months, but he texted me and said, Deb, we have the collection here for you. And so I went to the 7-Eleven that he manages, and it was great. We took a picture of him giving it to me appropriately in front of the Slurpee machine. And so I was very, very excited to be able to add to my collection something that you can't get in the United States. So just was so important to me because this person really went out of their way. So anyway, that's what I have to show you today. Also, I have on a Winnie Pooh shirt. I have over 500 sweatshirts, so my guess is you'll see a different sweatshirt or shirt or something in each one of our episodes. And the shirt is actually item number 11,783. And so, I'd love to tell you where I got it. Or how you could get it, but so many of the shirts that I have come from thrift stores or Goodwill or something like that. So sadly, not something that that you're probably going to be able to find unless you also go thrifting in your area. So please make sure that you contact me, give me your feedback about this episode, and you can always contact me at on the website at mostpooh.com. My direct email is deb@mostpooh.com, and I answer each one of the emails that I get personally. You can also find me on Twitter, and my handle is mostpooh, and then obviously on YouTube, mostpooh5150. And if you have anything that you want to sell that's Winnie the Pooh or even cartoon related, I did start a cartoon auction site because I have so many items that are duplicates for me, and obviously one of the criteria for the Guinness book is you can't have duplicate items. So I sell my duplicate items out on the auction site, and that's cartoonfreakboutique.com. Feel free to post any of the items you're looking to sell as well. Thanks so much for joining us, TTFN, and I'll see you in the next episode.